Hello, Capricorn. Healing Grasshopper here to do your solar eclipse reading. This is a solar eclipse in Aries on April 8th, um, which solar eclipses bring usually big changes in the macrocosm, like, you know, things in the news and government and things like that, but also they can bring big differences in our own lives. Um, and during meditation, I was I was snickering too when I was meditating because all I can think about was like big monetary windfalls, you know, like the lottery and that kind of thing. I can't promise you that all of you are going to win the lottery, but I feel like a lot of us are going to have like sudden life changing benefits in some way. And it doesn't even necessarily need to be money. It could be like some kind of asset, like someone leaves you a house or something. I don't know. But that's what came up in meditation. And the reason why I was snickering was because I had a comment in a reading for one of the other signs. It wasn't Capricorn. And the energy seemed kind of agitated. Like, I don't know if they were annoyed with me or not, but they seemed kind of agitated and they were just like, I don't care about any of that. I just focus on winning the lottery, you know? So I was thinking to myself, okay, so why are you listening to my videos then? Because, none of the titles talk about that. And like, I'm not about that, you know? And here I am within like the same couple of weeks talking about lottery windfalls. I don't like, I'm not doing it just to please that person. They're not even of the same sign. Um, but it did come to mind like, oh, wouldn't that person love this Capricorn video because and how fabulous, right? Because that's what Capricorns, we're always chasing, financial stability. So, and for us, it's never like, oh, we want to be, get the Bentley and have the bling bling and show off and stuff. I mean, maybe to some degree, eh, but it's more like we can exhale for a second, like, oh, we don't have to be worrying about paying the bills or whatever. I feel like there's some relief coming with um, this eclipse. And look at the world, it's right here. And I don't think that that's supposed to be reversed. Oh, I'm moving way too fast here. Let's super quickly. Solar eclipses usually bring something new. Um, and my notes from the beginning of the year, if you haven't seen your yearly reading, I always remind everyone, go have a look at the yearly reading. It's still worth seeing because you will not be sorry. There's a lot of good information in there and a lot of information that you'll find comforting as well. So go have a look. I'll leave it in the description below. But one of the promises that I made was that I would remind you of the energies as the energies approach. So here we have solar eclipse in Aries approaching, and my notes were from the beginning of the year might inspire you to make a change in home and work and relationships if there are problems. Also breaking free from anything that might feel restricting. So that's another thing. So there was a comment that I had recently um, that thank you very much, by the way. I love your comments. They were like, they were having a hard time at work, you know, and I had been addressing work in the video. It's in the April video, I believe. And let's see if I can call it up here. Um, and they were like, okay, like I'm going to be patient and let spirit work this out. Um, Maria Vinice, are you Brazilian, Maria? Sounds like a Brazilian name. I have a trans fiction with Brazil too. I always wanted to go to Brazil. I love Brazilian music. Anyway, so oh wait, no, wait, that's not Maria. Thank you for subscribing, Maria, by the way. If you're listening to this, tell me if you're Brazilian. Tefania 2023. This is why I love this channel. She says, I hear the truth. I mean, I'm not going to go, it's kind of a longer comment, but she was talking about that, she was having trouble at work and that, she appreciated that I addressed it and she was advised to, retaliate and, um, I got the idea that she was resigned to not do that from watching my video, which I'm glad, because that's always a trap, right? Bad karma. And she was going to be patient and listen to spirit and everything. So, why do I bring that up? Because from my notes, um, and I didn't record what the tarot said in the yearly video for April, but I only kept my notes. But um, they'll also break free from anything that might feel restricting. Um, Made me think of you, Tefania, in the notes because um, I know that you're waiting for, I know what that feeling is to be in a job and feel like, oh, you need the job. You don't necessarily want to stomp away from the job. I'm sure you're probably working towards doing something better for yourself, but there's kind of that feeling of wanting to be rescued from it, you know? So, um, not that, your fairy godmother's going to come floating down from the heavens and wave her wand and everything's going to be perfect, but as close to it, there's something I'm sure is going to happen where you're like, wow, look at how great that worked out for me, and not just for Tefania, I'm talking about everybody. Are these reversed? No. Are we starting with the world? Wow, guys. It's not often where we start. I start in a reading with the world. That's something. Reversed? No. Okay, so Four of Cups. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is like Tefania, who's or Tefania. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Tefania, Tefania, tomato, tomato. Anyway, um, this is that kind of feeling like I'm tired of this BS. I don't want to deal with this anymore. But here comes Spirit, da 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 da, and hands you this fabulous cup, with ambrosia in it. So it's coming. I mean, Six of Wands again. There's your celebration, and I also said in the reply Tefania, that it takes a long time, and this applies to every Capricorn because we were talking about it in the last reading too, where the people who are working against us have get to enjoy this very long period of uh, celebration and enjoyment, like, haha, I got one over Capricorn. I won, haha, you know. And Capricorn kind of sits there like, okay, yeah, haha, we'll laugh a little bit with them. Yeah, you're right. You won. Hee 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 hee. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, Capricorn comes in from behind and swipes it all and, has this big W, which is from the last title. There's the W, right? Because I was telling you guys in the April video, you guys are depressed and upset and humiliated or whatever you feel now, but don't worry because your W is coming. Here's the W on the way. The eclipse is going to bring it. The other thing about the eclipse, okay, eclipse energy, some astrologers, you know, some of them say the energy starts to build 2 weeks before the eclipse. Some say even a month before, but all are in agreement that, it'll stay for many months after, right? Even until the next eclipse. You know, it can be for the next 6 to 8 months. It's a long time afterward. So it's not going to be like, oh, on the day of the eclipse and the moon is passing over the sun, and, it's like the Ides of March, and your boss is suddenly fired from the higher ups. It's not going to be that. Oh, who knows? That might, but, it's not going to happen that day, is what I'm saying. It's not going to be dramatic where you should set your watch by it. But it's coming. And here's the Queen of Cups, who is tending to herself, um, tending to her heart, right? That's been severely affected, damaged through what she had to go through. But no worries, because no better ointment for, a broken-hearted Capricorn than a financial windfall. You could just bathe in your money and tend to your heart then. you know, I don't know what it's going to be, guys. Um, I do get a strong feeling that, you know, there might be one or two of you who actually win the lottery. So, guys, go play the lottery, huh? Even you guys who are like, oh, I don't believe in the lottery. The lottery's stupid. There are a lot of people out there like that, but just humor me. Just go play the lottery. Make it a habit in the next handful of months. Whenever, I don't know, you're going to buy a pack of gum or whatever in one of those stores, and you see the lottery uh, billboard there next to the cash register, you should definitely just spend $1 or two on Powerball and Mega Millions or whatever. You may be very surprised. Um, and I'm sorry, I don't look at strength is our focus card here. And I just heard Capricorn always wins. So this is very much feels like an extension of the April reading. This is Spirit saying, see, you're much stronger than you thought you were in that moment, because Capricorns, all of us know that we're strong. That never leaves us. But when we're in the moment of, wading through the BS, it doesn't quite feel that way, right? We're not always like, I am Capricorn, I will win. No, we feel crappy. We feel like this Four of Cups sitting on under a tree with our arms folded, like, nothing, especially Capricorns, actually, because Saturn is always making things difficult for us, right? So there's always that moment of, why does everything have to be so difficult for me? Well, the clouds are parting, and look at you, Seven of Pentacles. Reversed? No. What's deck reversed? No. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. I haven't, like, fixed this deck in a while. I shuffled them, but anywho, no matter. Seven of Pentacles. So you've got the Queen of Cups, you know, doing self-care over here, and you've got Seven of Pentacles over here on the other side of strength, where you're really assessing your life, whatever area in your life that's giving you trouble. And by the way, the Four of Cups is usually like bad attitude type card where you're like, I said, like, why doesn't anything ever go well for me? Brooding and that kind of thing. And you don't see the cup that's being handed to you. But in this context, I see more of a break of that, because the depiction usually is where he's looking down and he doesn't even see the cup that's being handed to you. But no, I have more of the feeling like, oh, you're brooding, and then, oh, look, you look up and see the cup, you know? Um, so Seven of Pentacles is the type of card that'll come out with a Four of Cups card, and that because it's this almost the same kind of energy of dissatisfaction. Um, But in this case, this is more of a positive um, interpretation where it's not assessing things with a bad attitude. It's assessing things with objectivity. Like, does does this serve me or not? This is productive type assessment. Um, because a lot of us, especially in this year, and whoops, I just looked down and saw the Ace of Pentacles. We're going to keep this Ace of Pentacles because that's exactly what I was talking about. Wait, how's this deck so fakakta here? Ten of Wands. Reversed, upright. Yeah, you guys have been through a lot. You've been through a lot. But, wow. And you know what else? This whole reading from the beginning, I've been kind of discombobulated and, all over the place. And that's very much a reflection of what the energy has been like. It's like things have been very difficult, and then the astrological energies have come to kind of help you out. But in doing that, it's like, rearranging things, and that seems like very chaotic. Like, wait, why are you taking that? Where's that going? And wait, what's happening? That kind of like like having movers in the house. Where there are lots of people moving things and that kind of that's kind of what it feels like. There's a recalibration, Capricorns, that are definitely happening in your life, in your lives. But it's fixing to be good, you know. You're starting out with the world card. This is spirit saying you're going through a portal right out the gate. Things are changing. Things were shitty, but you have a W. You know, self-care and, you know, take a bow. You're a strong bitch, you know. Assess, you know, start assessing things. And by the way, going with the analogy of moving and having lots of people in your house and that kind of thing. This is like, you know, are you taking this or are you throwing this out? Type energy, Seven of Pentacles. And Ace of Pentacles is like the Jeffersons moving on up. Wow, what a reading this is. I'm really Spirit has me cuckoo. My viewers are like, what is going on with Grasshopper today? Ten of Wands is under strength. Remember, I said take a bow? This is more of the take a bow here. Like, look at all that you've been through. Look at all of what you've accomplished and all of the tools that you have to take forward with you through this portal. And I think I did mention to you guys in the last reading or one of the last few readings where I was maybe in the March reading, I think it was, where I was telling folks to when I had two groups. I had the group that was following me in what I was saying, and then I had the other group that was like, I don't know what you're talking about, Grasshopper. Everything is shitty in my life and nothing's going right for me. You're crazy, you know, or whatever. And I was like, listen, you guys who don't see what I'm talking about and it doesn't resonate with you, you know, it's going to happen, number one, but number two, there's going to need to be some adjustments and assessments you're going to need to make that the universe still wants you to recognize, you know, this because spirit wants you to really absorb everything that you need to in the moment because there's your experiences, especially Capricorns, are rich with wisdom. And you gain wisdom through experience. And this is what this card is talking about. King of Pentacles. What did I say about the money? I'm telling you, this is you guys comfortable. And this also goes very well with the sudden windfall, too. You know, there's no, this isn't the King of Wands where it's like, oh, go start this new, you know, oh, you're going to be successful, but look, start this new business first. And you know, this is like, you've been through all of this and you're going to be here very soon. And look, it's in a diagonal with strength in the world. So, winning the lottery, playing the lottery, rather, you see? I said that for a reason. Playing the lottery and a money altar somewhere in your house. You may want to, if it resonates, um, after this, go do a little research in feng shui. And speaking of which, didn't I have something about? Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh, I really am chaotic today. I was just reading the Aquarius notes. That's not Aquarius. That's not a Capricorn that I read. Okay, so I read you this. Might inspire you to change home and work and relationships if there are problems. Also, break free from anything that might feel restricting. And you know what? That's probably Spirit doing that on purpose because Spirit wanted me to talk to Fania. Um, but the Capricorn message was, which is not very different, which can bring a decided change or improvements in residence. You know, solar eclipse in the fourth house and home and family, which can bring a decided change or improvements in residence. So maybe that's another reason why I was thinking about movers. Some of you may be moving, not necessarily so, but I was just talking about looking up feng shui, which made me want to look back at my notes again. Um, Feng shui is important when it comes to the flow of prosperity in your life. Now, I am not like a staunch follower of feng shui. I believe in feng shui, but feng shui can get very, very complicated, and there are different schools of feng shui. You know, it's like Koreans have their own idea of feng shui, and then there's Chinese and Japanese and whatever. Look, all feng shui is about is energy that flows through your home or through your environments and how you can utilize that energy to benefit you. And also, you can have bad feng shui where, we all feel bad feng shui. We feel both. Like you can walk into a cluttered home, and that feeling of, oh, you know, bad feng shui, right? And then you could walk into a place like, for me, I'm a New Yorker. The two places that come to mind is the botanical gardens in the big conservatory. When you walk in there, there's kind of a like a you can hear the angels singing, just lovely. You know, that kind of feeling when you walk into a conservatory, like there's a little hum of water somewhere from a water feature, and there might be a bird or two that snuck into the conservatory, and it's just lovely. And then the other place I was thinking is the Metropolitan Museum of Art, one of my favorite places, the Met. You walk in there, and the feng shui is like, oh, slaps you in the face. It's so fabulous. You're like, wow, I want to live here, you know? Um, anyway, I say all that to say that look up feng shui and don't get bogged down in the rules of the feng shui and just get an idea of what it really means and apply it in your own home. It can be as easy as moving some furniture around. Um, and also, you know that feeling when you really do a deep cleaning and like an organization of your house or even just one room, and that feeling of, oh, that feels so much better. That is the releasing of the good feng shui in your house. All of that is going to help you with the astrological beneficial astrological energies. And the solar eclipse that's coming, right? That's This is all you harnessing the energies that are available to you to bring what you want into your life. All right. So while you're working on your feng shui and having fun doing it, by the way, and you don't have to break the bank doing it. If you have money, okay, great. Go do some renovations, but you can go to Home Goods and buy new throw pillows or whatever, nice colors and new bedding, that kind of thing. That makes you feel good. Very important when you want to manifest. Off on tangents too. Grasshopper is really, I'm talking today. And it's because of the energy that I feel. There's something. And I hope that you share it with me, guys, because in the comment section, I would love to hear about it. Eight of Wands, upright. Says it's coming fast. This is sudden. This is sudden windfall, just like I said. And I had decided on the title of the video before I even started. Just before I started, I was like, sudden windfall. I usually don't do that. I usually get the title while I'm doing the reading, but here it is, sudden windfall. Things happening quickly. W- Reversed? No, it's not reversed. Wheel of Fortune. Need I say more? Like, we don't, guys, we don't even have to do any clarifiers. Seriously. Like, what else do you want? The World, the Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands. King of Pentacles. Pentacles all over the place. Eight of Wands, you have celebration and strength. And what did I say in the beginning of the year? And the readings were kind of heavy, and there was a lot of consoling of, oh, don't worry, it's going to get better, and I promise you watch things that the astrology is going to bring better things, and every month it gets better and better. Here it is. It's unbelievable. Any more tarot? Okay. Spirit has more to say, guys. I really thought Spirit was going to say no, go straight to, yeah, Seven of Wands. Yeah, you've been through it. At the job, at home, in your friend circle. And you guys, who have to get rid of some family members and friends, I hope you're doing it. Don't hold back, guys. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what you need to do. Most of you have already walked away, but you guys who are still holding on, like, what are you waiting for? Because you're only delaying your blessings. Because I can assure you that God is going to hold back that blessing until you release what it is that you need to release. Mm. This is the Caution and Love card. This is not a tarot card. This is a bonus card that they put in this deck that I love. I call it Caution and Love. So this very much ties into what I was just saying about releasing people. This spirit is saying, be careful who you're enthusiastic about and who you're putting on a pedestal. And I don't think this is really talking about like new romances, because usually this is like, be careful with the person that you just met. Like, enjoy yourself, but don't fall too blindly. Watch for the red flags. But if this is talking about Romance. It's this is more talking about like platonic and family. Yeah, Spirit is saying yes. These are the people who you haven't discarded yet. Some of you may have a spark of a feeling like, oh, something's not right here. Some of you may be thinking that the season with them is over, but a lot of you to whom this card is speaking to, I don't think you see it yet. I think that you are aware of the pedestal at the very least. You know who I'm talking about. There's someone in your life that you have on a pedestal that you are really like they can do no wrong. Um, but they're much more flawed than you give them credit for. And they may not be good for you. And these are the type of people that it's really hard to let this type of person go out of your life because you really enjoy them, you love them, and everything. And I don't know if you really have to shut them out completely, but you need to at least demote them into a different category of life in your life. Like, don't tell them all of your business. If they're fun, okay, maybe you can go out with them every now and then with your friends and have fun with them, but you're certainly not going to tell them about your plans for life. You're not going to, you know what I'm saying. You need to compartmentalize this at the very least if you're not going to let it go. It's like you have to quarantine this relationship in your life because otherwise it's going to taint the rest of your areas in your life. Dude, why do these keep coming out reversed? I just saw the world card. Reversed? This is reversed. Okay. Okay. So Two of Wands says that you have something great coming that you don't see yet. You don't see this windfall. Yeah, because it's probably going to be sudden. You know, you're going to get hit by that lottery truck. Not, you know, figuratively. You're not going to see it coming. Reversed again? Reversed again. Page of Wands, yeah. This is the same message. Like, yeah, you don't see what's coming to you yet. You don't see what your path is yet, but it's coming. And the other message to this is just keep doing what you're doing. Um, like those of you who are having trouble at work, like just focus on your job and focus on getting that resume out. Focus on whatever that it is that you're doing that feels right and good to you, that you feel is going to propel you forward. Just keep focusing on that. And don't allow, look at the chariot and reversed. No, these are not reversed. Chariot over strength, I would say. Yes. The Nine of Pentacles over the Seven of Pentacles is like after you make all of that assessment, and this ties in very well with feng shui. It's like physical feng shui and like spiritual feng shui, where the housekeepers and the movers are like, you're keeping this or you're bringing it with you. You know, that kind of thing. But I also mean in a spiritual way. What you're keeping, what you're throwing out, like this person that I was talking about, you may have to discard. Once you go through all of that in your life, that you're going to be in your Nine of Pentacles mode of luxuriating in your life. This is, a very sharp contrast of what you're in right now and what you've been through in the past handful of years. Just that's funny. I saw it in the pile and I ignored it and it came out anyway. This is your W. This is you finally winning over those people. Before I was talking about those people who are working against you and they have that long period of like, ha ha ha, won over Capricorn. Capricorn's like, yeah, keep laughing. And then here you finally are with your W. And your horse over here, your six of wands. And you with all the swords, like, yeah, look who's laughing now, bitch. You know, this is this card. The last laugh card. Yes, indeed. The lovers. The reversed? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Let's have one more before we talk about the lover. Maybe two more. What do you got, Spirit? At least two more, please. There's one of the cards. Yeah, there's another card I saw in the pile and I ignored. And it was reversed too. Yeah, and a lot of this is reversed. Reversed? No. One more. At least one more, please. This is a great reading, guys. I really have this feeling of culmination. Things are finally coming together for you. I mean, pentacles. Wow. Spirit. 10 of MFing pentacles. Okay? Okay. Let's go to the lovers and the four of swords for a moment. So this is you making a choice in your life to move towards what you vibrate with, what you resonate with, and moving away from what doesn't resonate with you. This is harmony. And this is you finally, didn't I say before, exhaling, having the feeling of exhaling? Right, because I was talking about the King of Pentacles, right? And I placed it over the King of Pentacles too. Very fitting these two together. King of Pentacles is at total rest and contentment here, right? And there's no mistake, like King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. There are a number of other cards like the Empress. What other cards are there? Like the Nine of Cups, maybe. Whatever. There, there are a lot of cards where they're are people really enjoying themselves in these big robes. And they describe comfort, you know, and a regal position. And you're going to get a taste of that. The Four of Swords usually just means a rest period after some kind of difficulty, right? But where it's showing up at the end of the reading and on top of the King of Pentacles, this is really emphasizing this King of Pentacles position, like you really earned this position. Like, oh, you finally get to exhale. Beautiful, guys. I don't know what else to say. Any more tarot? No. Okay, so we have advice. Any of these here? Ask your guides. Okay, yay. So Sonia Choquette has a new deck called Ask Your Guides that I love. I was so excited when I found out she was coming out with a new deck. I pre ordered it, forgot that I pre ordered it, and it showed up on my doorstep. I was so happy. She likes to make these huge cards. They're hard to shuffle. I don't like to shuffle big cards like this. My hands are small. Okay, let's do it another way. This one. Perseverance. Joy guides. Yeah, perseverance. I mean, perseverance is Capricorn's middle name. That's how we get to where we get to all the time. We're the mountain goats, the sea goats, right? We're patient in our climbing. And look at she's climbing. Oh my God, what a great reading this is. Okay, let's do you guys see though? Do you see her climbing here? This is Capricorn. This is the seagull. So fabulous. 39. 39. Perseverance. The keywords are study, practice, reevaluation, review. Okay. Your joy guides ask you not to give up. Even if you don't see results from your efforts, you are here to learn to successfully create the life you want, right? I said here you don't see it yet. And that's what this is talking about. It's okay that you don't see it yet. You are facing a steeper learning curve right now and are encouraged to persevere. Go slow and don't judge yourself. Some things take more time and effort than you originally imagined. You may make some mistakes as well. It is all part of the creative learning experience. Success will eventually come if you keep at it. Study your situation with curiosity and consideration. Question why one choice works when another did not. Be attentive and thorough in your observations. I mentioned that, right? We talked about that here with the Seven of Wands. And making sure that you draw every last morsel of wisdom that you can. Appreciate your successful creations and seek to understand what contributed to these successes. You did something right in bringing about these positive experiences of your life. What was it? By the same token, study your less than rewarding outcomes with equal curiosity. Examine where you made your mistakes so that you can avoid repeating them in the future. Your joy guides encourage you to ask for their help in removing the blocks and blind spots that keep you from attracting what you really want in life. Consider your unsuccessful creations as rough drafts and continue trying. Keep your spirits up. You will turn things around soon and succeed where you are presently falling short. Your guide's message to you: don't give up. Beautiful, Capricorn. Oh, I feel like crying. I am so happy for you guys. I know you've been through it. You deserve to have your windfall. You deserve to have your exhale. You deserve good things in your life. The one caveat that I'm going to leave you with, I'm going to remind you again, is to be sure to take your focus off of those people who are doing you wrong. That's not saying that, you know, you want to turn a complete blind eye. To protect yourself. Of course, you're going to have to kind of sleep with one eye open, so to speak. But what I mean is, don't focus on your resentment and your anger and all of that, because it's just wasted. It doesn't do anyone any good. Focus on working towards your W. And of course, resist any kind of retaliation or whatever. They're going to get their own karma. Don't damage or taint your own karma by satisfying your root chakra and doing something that, is going to derail you from your blessings. Okay? So I think that is the reading. Yeah, that is the message, Spirit says. I love you, Cappies. I will speak to you soon. Looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. Love, light, and many blessings.